Oh, I don't know. Maybe we'll just do a classic plonk. Hello folks, time for another TimeGuessr Daily. This time coming to you from Helsinki. Let's go. Helsinki we've seen come up a few times on TimeGuessr before, so wonder if we will see that happen again. Right, this is more Spanish language. This looks like the Argentinian colours, pale blue. I think it's safe to say probably that we are in somewhere in Argentina. Now, Argentina has a few major cities, but most notably Buenos Aires. We did have one a while back that was somewhere in the middle of Argentina, but I think let's go with Buenos Aires. I've never been. I know nothing about the layout of this city. Are there any clues as to the layout in here? We're obviously at a big junction. I'm not going to try and agonize over this too much. So we'll have a cursory look around and try and find a bit of the city that looks believable. Like here, maybe? No, not really there, is it? Can we see these yellow pavement, yellow curbs anywhere? Might be a little bit too. Anyway, look, I think unless we can find this big McDonald's, can we see a big McDonald's anywhere on one of these big streets? I mean, there's a McDonald's. I mean, there's bound to be many, aren't there? So it's not necessarily going to be that because there's a McDonald's, we found the place. In fact, I'm pretty sure that is definitely not the right one. Oh, I don't know. Maybe we'll just do a classic plonk somewhere. One of these days I'd like to do a TimeGuessr bit, like permitting Googling. See kind of how we get along. It'd be quite fun. Look, I don't know exactly when this is. I think it looks not completely new, but not super old either. I'm thinking maybe about 2014, somewhere in that area. I don't know exactly why. I mean, these cars don't look very old. Maybe it's even a bit more recent than that. Maybe let's bump it to 2016, something like that. Now let's stick with our original guess, 2014. Let's try that. Oh, it was earlier, 2010. Not too far away, but definitely the wrong part of the city. I kind of went over this area and thought it looked far too busy, but I guess we were in that kind of large, there's the McDonald's, that large kind of central area. All right, well, over 9,000 for the first round. That's okay. Okay, now this is a gondolier. Is it likely to be actually in... I mean, it's not Venice, is it? Oh, no, wait. That's not a gondolier. This is a boater from like Oxford or Cambridge, I think. Or somewhere that looks like Oxford or Cambridge. Ghost tours. Yeah, this is going to be Oxford or Cambridge. One or the other. These will be students and their parents, probably out for a little punt. around graduation time, I'd expect. It looks like there's something. The Anchor might be the name of the pub. So let's start with Cambridge because it's smaller. It's about here, isn't it? There. Yeah, not far off. Okay, so let's see if we can find the river, and let's see if we can see a pub called the Anchor somewhere along the river in central. Oh, look, the Anchor. Is that going to be it? Anchor, Cambridge. Is that going to be... There's lots of boats outside. It doesn't look right. It doesn't look quite right, does it? I don't think. Because I'd expect to see a bit more of a kind of... I mean, it's possible it's that. So maybe, is it possible that this picture's being taken? Like that is the... I don't know. I don't think so. Let's have a quick check along the rest of the river quickly, see if there's another anchor, and if not, we can try Oxford. It's going to be one or the other. It's a very kind of Oxbridge exercise to be doing this punting along the river with students, etc. So we want to see if there's a pub on this river called the Anchor. Would it be up through the middle up here, or would it be on the river around the edge? I don't actually see an anchor in Oxford. Maybe it was the Anchor in Cambridge then. Just didn't really look right. Is it possible that the pub has changed names? They don't tend to change names very often. Oh, look, the Anchor. Oh, I bet it's this one. Hang on. Oh, that's on the road. Huh. Well, it's not going to be that one either then, is it? How confusing. And there's unlikely to be two anchors. I think we better put this in Cambridge. I think we better put it like as if the picture's being taken from that bridge opposite that anchor over here. If we can find it again. It was a bit north of Peterhouse, was it? The Anchor, Cambridge. All right. I mean, doesn't seem quite right, but let's try it anyway. Let's pop it sort of there on that bridge. In terms of the year for this one, this is all looking very kind of 2000 sort of like, yeah. Like, yeah. First decade of the 2000s. I mean, I'm trying to think that kid, relative age to me, like, did people have that hairstyle when I was a student? Maybe that came a bit after. Maybe we're a few years later. Difficult to say, actually. All right, let's go with 2012. 2012. Okay, it was 2006. Right. Okay. Gosh, not very good from a year perspective there. All right. Yeah, I should have gone earlier. Maybe that. Yeah. Okay. All right. Fine. Perfect location though, so we're happy with that. Right, this is Hebrew, so I guess we're somewhere in Israel. Sometime in, I would say, the late 50s, early 60s. Probably 60s. Probably about 1962, to be honest. Maybe let's nudge it forward a couple of years. It's a taxi stand somewhere. I do not speak Hebrew or read Hebrew, so I need to move a bit more quickly than this today. Let's find. Do we think maybe Tel Aviv? I think maybe Tel Aviv. I don't know Tel Aviv at all, so I could be completely wrong. But given that I'm not going to go searching, I'll just drop it in the middle, like there, and we'll say 1964. Oh, it was 1964, but it was Beersheba. Not a place I think I've ever heard of. All right. Well, getting the year on is good because, years can be a bit more punishing if you get them wrong. Right. Where on earth is this? Uzbekistan. I think Uzbekistan is quite a large country, isn't it? Where is it? Where are the stans? Oh yeah, they're over here. Yeah. Should we go Tashkent? I'm not actually, unless there's like there's a KA in the number plate. Don't know if that's telling us anything. Do we have any kind of regions or anything like that? I don't know if I want to. I mean, Tashkent is all the way over here, but there is a lot of Uzbekistan. We could be the right country, but like terrible location score nevertheless. B824KA. These are some pretty old cars, but this is going to be tough because it's going to be one of those places where they've got cars from all eras. I mean, maybe we hedge a tiny bit and go somewhere like this Samarkand place. Just because, I mean, if it is Tashkent, I'll be annoyed, but it doesn't look... I mean, I don't know what any of these places are like. Let's I'm a bit torn with this. There's not much to go off. Just because it looks a bit more rural, a bit more remote, I'm gonna hedge that it's like somewhere a little bit further out in the middle of nowhere, like this place, Katakurgan. Let's just drop it in the middle of there. And it's going to be like more recent than it looks, but it's very hard to say. This is a tough one. I don't know what evidence to go off here. Style-wise, it's pretty kind of generic. Those jeans are fairly narrow-legged, if that's anything to go off. I don't know what to go off here. I think it looks more recent than not, so maybe let's drag this forward a couple of years, and if 2018 is not... I was almost going to go with 2016. We changed it, but that's okay, and it was beyond Tashkent the other way, so if I'd gone with Tashkent, I'd have been more accurate. But an Uzbek transporting a sofa bought from a street market near Margilan? I mean, that was hard. That was hard. If you got that location spot on, fair play. Right, this says F154696E. It looks like that's District of Columbia. So we're in. The location's pretty easy. That's the U.S. Capitol building in Washington, D.C. By the way, I expect I'm freezing a bit again, as I often do when I'm in hotels, which seems to be happening quite a lot at the moment. So apologies if that's happening. I think we're around this side because there's that kind of portico roof So we're just in front, right? Right there. 50s. I don't think anything on here is giving us a clue to the year. I think it's more recent than 46. I mean, it could be not. It could be further. It could be 40s, I guess. I don't know. Something's. We've got pretty wide leg trousers and those kind of. Yeah, I mean, maybe it is the 40s. Maybe this is war veterans coming back and being wined and dined by but they look pretty old. So that doesn't really help us. I don't know. Do we take the clue and go 46? 46? F15, 46, 96. I'm going to go a little bit later. I'm going to say 1949. Oh, blimey, 42. A Red Cross mobile canteen, 7 versions outside the United States capital. Huh. Okay. I mean, I guess it's wartime. They're giving out tea. Fine. All of which means just shy of 45,000. 4 years, 6 years, 7 years. Yeah, so a little bit of a spread on the years this time. That was a good location, not a very good location, terrible location, but Uzbekistan is a big country. Yeah, okay. Kind of an average day, I would say. Not my best, not my worst. Let's have a look at the leaderboard. Okay, all right. Oh, lots of 44s, etc. Figbug 44473. You beat me by, what's that? 30 points? 25 points? Nice. I've beaten Relander again. Relander, you'll see, will probably comment below with a detailed breakdown, which I always really enjoy reading. Hurricane 420, our occasional guest host, 41566. Alistair from a very good day yesterday to 40,959 today. Friede Freude down in the 30s. And TimeGuessr, who I'm wondering might just be like bug testing at this point. But yeah, very good. All right. Interesting day today. I enjoyed that one. Well, as always, please do subscribe if you enjoy watching me do these. Regardless of where I am in the world, which seems to be all over the place at the moment, I do still try and do these every day. And I will see you next time.